want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
56, Mike.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He gets it left side to Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play.
And 3rd and 2, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Drake. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Second down at 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Time to go, night.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
32 yards.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it, I'll fix it. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard
from his goal line here. Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Watson on the sneak.
Watson on the keeper.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Mack, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conn.